Back to what am I doing? Alright, so I got the motor plate mounted, bolted. I got the motor mounted and bolted. Put the frame inside. This is just gonna be the rough estimate so far. This is actually kind of long. The motor is somewhat in the center of the boat. I may have to move that up there because I still gotta put the transaxles back here somewhere, which I'm still gonna try to, let me zoom out. There we go. Which I'm still gonna try and figure out. I mean, I haven't gotten all the details down. I did, however, go back and rewatch that video that actually inspired me to do this, or attempt to. Notice that they had the prop shaft under the boat. I'm gonna try something a little bit different and go out the back of the boat, which I'm gonna most likely have to cut into the hull and reshape it and seal it. Where'd that pulley go? Alright. I'm gonna be using a pulley like this, but it needs to be the same size, top and bottom, because essentially this is gonna have to be down in between and come up with the drive belt and come out this way, because I didn't take into consideration of the height of the whole transaxle. So let me put you up here so I can put it in, so I can show you what I'm talking about. There you go. That works. We got the transaxle here. This is just roughly put in, it's not exactly centered. That's the other downside, is it not being centered. But if I want to keep the weight distribution the same, I'm going to have to use some kind of U-joints and knuckles, whatever, to get the prop to go straight down the center. Let me flip you around and show you what I'm talking about. So it's going to be somewhat like this, and the prop is going to go out the back. But just, I wanted this to be exactly center with the boat, but because of the pumpkin and the driver and the fan being on the other side, if I move this to the center, I have more weight on this side, and I'm going to kind of keep it center as possible. But with that being said, I need a pulley like this, but same size top and bottom, so there's no pulley reduction, or I could and leave that pulley alone. But however, I want to crank out as much speed as I can with this, just kind of, experiment with which pulleys I'd want to use, which pulleys work best. But yeah, I need something like this, but it's got to be like that much taller. I did, however, have one on the last cadet, but I ended up using that because that's the one that was used for it. So I wasn't able to swap that up, but keep as much original parts as possible. But yeah, I just got to situate getting this mounted somewhere, maybe in here, and build a whole support system for it. That's where it can go down through the frame, grab the pulley on the bottom of this motor, it'll transfer up so I can get to the height of this one. And then the prop will go out the back. But who knows, that's just my game plan for now. Maybe it'll go that way, maybe I have to change it up. We'll have to see what happens. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of the game plan. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Obviously I'm gonna have to probably leave the frame like that, just cut it out so the transactor can sit in there. And then make these bolt holes go into the frame. So that way it can be secured or knocked down. Yeah, I mean, it may go forward a little bit more. But now I know that this isn't locked. So I was figuring cutting this off somewhere around here. And somehow maybe drilling through this and putting a locking pin in there so it locks this up so that side constantly spins. I don't know exactly yet, but yeah, that's the game plan for now. About time I can get to it. I wish I had more time, but unfortunately it's just about bedtime. I gotta get up at 3:30 in the morning. But yeah, once this part is all said and done, I'll most likely have some kind of like light canvas covers to cover this up, but obviously some kind of covers or something to cover up the belt. Obviously some belt guides, because I know it's going to be a lot of flopping. Originally I kept the pulleys on the bottom because I wanted it to run through the bottom, but I can't flip the transaxle upside down because it's got a reservoir for gear fluid. So that was a slight change in plans. I get it figured out and situated, and we'll go from there. I'll let you guys know. Rough Customs, adios.